down, think it's a bit of a long hop, but he's trying to bowl it very flat, bowl it into the surface. Azam in particular, he's struggling to get his strike rate moving here.
Delaney's taller than he looks when you meet him. He's a tall man. He bowls from a tall height as well in his action. So when he bowls those shorter ones, it can surprise you. It comes on to you a little bit more quickly than you think. So definitely into the pitch leg spin bowler. And it's when he floats it like that that things go wrong, because too easy to take him straight down the ground with the pace on the ball. So a disappointing finish for Gareth Delaney as that one goes for 6. Goes for 10 in the over. After 10, it's 76 for 1.
Well, it feels like a launching platform here for Pakistan. Isabel Joyce, you spoke about 180, 190. Could even be north of that if these two are still there in 40, 45 minutes' time.
Anything's possible. These two are still there. We were talking about Gareth Delaney and his performances in Nepal. I think when he's in form, Ireland have a much better chance of getting imposing totals, because him coming in, he can score at 200, 250 strike rate. If only for 8 or 10 balls, but that kind of innings where you face 10 deliveries but can hit 25, 30 even, is so important and so valuable in a T20 innings, because it enables your top order maybe to take 2 or 3 balls more than they would if they know that they have that kind of hitter down the order that's in form. So you have your Paul Stirling and your Andrew Balbirnie not feeling like they have to attack quite as quickly, which seems quite a small margin, but it's bigger than you think.
Work to do with the ball here. Has he found a first wicket? Camphor out there. Yes, he has. Might not have looked like the best delivery, but perfectly effective. Ireland desperately needed to break that partnership. And it's Delaney with his wrist spin that provides the breakthrough. It ends a fine effort for the second wicket. Ayub holds out to Camphor at long off.
Just not the respect given to the delivery that was required. Definitely not the best delivery that Gareth Delaney has bowled or will bowl in his career, but Saeem Ayub didn't get into a very good position and then opted to go over long off, which is one of the more difficult places to hit off the back foot. So Ayub goes for 45 off 29 deliveries, and now Pakistan 92 for 2. So not really there, didn't get close enough to the ball, and that's why it didn't reach the boundary. Curtis Camphor taking a good catch in the deep.
So the end for Saeem Ayub, he batted nicely, 45 off 29 for him. Babar Azam is still there, and he will be joined by Fakhar Zaman, who comes in at number 4. Obviously played a lot of his cricket up at the top of the order, but this is something Faisal Shah was telling us about in the pre-game show. It's the somewhat almost trying to stack the order, mixing up the Babar and Rizwans alongside some power hitters. Much like the Irish order, there's plenty of ways you could stack the Pakistan order. So Fakhar Zaman will have work to do at number 4. There'll be another left-hander to the crease. Delaney, very different wrist spinner to White. Neither seems to have nailed down the number 1 leg spinner slot just yet.
No, not quite, but I am delighted to see that Ben White has been given a really long run. I think that too often leg spinners can be in and out of the team. You really have to give them a good run, even if they get taken down a few times. The only way, as a leg spinner in particular, that you can improve is by playing against the top teams, measuring yourself against them, and then figuring out what needs to improve. So that was something that I feel like Ireland could have done sooner with Ben White, but he's getting the opportunity now.
Ooh, I tell you, this is skillful bowling. He started very straight to Zaman, dot, dot, then he goes wider, builds up a third dot. All of a sudden, I know it's only 3 balls, but T20 cricket is quick and the pressure builds on Pakistan's number 4. Well, an excellent over. It's 4 dots that follow up the wicket, just 1 comes from it. Ireland fight back into the contest, 92 for 2.
stand